Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And just the other night, I made a video on saving laser runtime by, if these were black, you would select this and run it, and then select that one and run it, and it saved time than having to go through this dead space. And I've had two people comment on it, one by email, one by YouTube, said you need to use color mapping. I've never really used color mapping for engraving. I've only used color mapping for vectoring, so I could cut one line completely out and have the next one just mark it. But you can do this. So I set up two dots 32 inches apart, and if I would have done it without color mapping, it would have taken 3 minutes and 55 seconds. When I used color mapping, it only took 1 minute and 25 seconds. So to go to color mapping, just go to print. Now this is an epilogue print driver, so I don't know what yours is, and I apologize if yours does not have this, but go to preferences and color mapping. Now, once you've got this, you have to have this checked before you can do anything. And as you can see, we're using red and blue, and they're both set at 70%, and you can change that by, let's lower them to 60%. And then to change it over here, you hit this arrow and it changed it to 60%. And we're checked on raster only, no error assist, no autofocus, because I'm going to manually focus it. The raster, yes, vector, no, error assist off. Then I'll click on the blue and I'm going to change it to that 60%. So they'll be equal. And then because we're using RGB colors, and this only, and because if you're a laser engraver, you always want to use RGB. And then you just press OK, go to your preferences. I don't really know as far as this, but I'm going to go ahead and set it at my 60 power and 100 speed. I'm not 100% sure if that has anything to do with it. And then go and print. I'm not going to print because I don't have a laser hooked up to it. But you're going to save a bunch of time, more than, 3 minutes and 55 minus 125, that's, 2.5 minutes more to do it without color mapping. Now, keep in mind, your colors have to be RGBs. So our fill is, blue 55, where our red is red 55. It only works with RGB, but it's going to save you a lot of time. And you could do that, and I'm not saying you're going to ever run two dots, but if you had a frame and you had a bunch of graphics on one side and a bunch of graphics on the other. Now, somebody commented this morning on one of the deals, well, why don't you just turn it at a 90-degree angle? Well, that might work if you're only doing these two. But if you had some names and other stuff down here, you could make them different colors, and it would save you a lot more time. Because running this way is not as bad as it's running this dead space. And just one other thing, somebody suggested, turn it at a 90-degree angle. Well, once you've won your red dot pointer, and let's just group this together, and then you turn it 90 degrees and put it to the corner, and if you had some graphics over here, you'd have to make pretty sure that your frame is exactly right, where this, and really the first person that commented said, the way I'm doing it is fine, but if you were going to do 10 frames, you're going to only have to go one time, and it'll do both jobs. I had no clue that I didn't really know it did one color at a time, but it does. It'll go do that red and then move over and do this blue. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.